Aloha, my name is Kate Navahine. Thank you for taking the time to view my video. I am representing my student working group from the Advanced Social Welfare Policy Analysis and Change class offered through the Myron B. Thompson School of Social Work at UH Manoa. This class is designed to provide students with a theoretical value and skill base required to engage in policy analysis and policy-related organizational change strategies. Students are tasked to develop and complete an advanced policy analysis related to a major social problem and policy issue. The problem that our working group focused on is the disproportionate amount of working families in Hawaii that are not economically self-sufficient. The goal is to increase the amount of economically self-sufficient households in the state of Hawaii by 50% in 5 years. Our group chose to take a less conventional approach and present our policy alternatives and criteria to you in a video format rather than giving you a 20-page paper to read. In this presentation, I will discuss the 3 policy strategies that, if aggressively applied, are likely to increase family self-sufficiency rates. Your task is to rate the alternatives based on the following criteria: their cost effectiveness, political support, administrative acceptance, and equity. Lastly, we would like to know your opinion on the likelihood that there will be an increase in the number of economically self-sufficient families in Hawaii in 5 years. You were selected to provide feedback because you're considered to be an authority on the topic, which is demonstrated through your work in the community. So the criteria are as follows: cost effectiveness, comparison of the direct and indirect costs to the individual and community with the policy in place or without. Political acceptance. Is the policy likely to be accepted by the general public and the voting population? Administrative acceptance. Are agencies involved in creating policy also responsible for implementation and enforcement? And is there support from administration to frontline or top to bottom? And equity. Does this alternative discriminate against a particular group of people? Now I would like to review the 3 policy alternatives. The first policy alternative would be to fund and provide the current existing workforce in Hawaii opportunities to advance education and training. The opportunities that would be made available to the workforce would allow them to skill build. So they would be able to access training in areas that are not typically represented by our local workforce. So we're looking at areas of science, technology, energy. We're looking at the new developments in agriculture and aquaculture, aquaponics and permaculture, aqua farming. And so the idea is that by skill building the existing workforce, we would attract industries from other areas that would want to come here and invest in their companies using our workforce. That would provide opportunities for our workforce to obtain living wage jobs, which would reduce the dependence on government subsidies. The second policy alternative is to eliminate the asset cap and increase the eligibility income for the TANF programs. So TANF is Temporary Assistance to Needy Families. These are often referred to as the welfare programs. These programs provide the very, very basic safety net to individuals and families that have either a low educational skill set or very minimal work experience. These programs provide a very minimal cash assistance, food assistance, which comes in the form of the SNAP program, and medical care, which comes in the form of MedQuest. by increasing or actually eliminating the asset cap, you're going to allow families to remain engaged in the programs while they themselves develop the basic skills, basic education skills, basic work ethics, and start to apply those in minimum wage paying jobs. But by allowing them to remain engaged, you're giving them additional time to pursue advanced degrees, which lead to higher paying jobs, which reduces dependence upon government subsidies. The third and final alternative is to utilize financial empowerment in education, which we know is an important component in achieving economic self-sufficiency. It teaches families how to save, spend, and invest their money, how to increase their assets, and strengthen their financial safety net. To increase participation, we propose an expanded access to the existing services and programs offered through the Ho'ovaivai network. These include the Hawaiian Community Assets programs, the Vita Tax clinics, earned income tax credits, and also financial counseling, which includes debt restructuring, credit counseling, and also promotion of the Individual Development Account, or the IDA. Currently, these programs are offered to families living below the 130 percentile of the federal poverty level, but we propose to expand access to families that are not self-sufficient, and we believe that they would benefit from these services greatly. Investments would lead to the ability to fund advanced degree programs, to fund small business development, to reduce debt, and also gain access to home ownership programs, which we know strengthens the family and strengthens the community. All of these alternatives also provide families with the opportunity to earn more and spend more, which stimulates local economies. So I want to thank you for taking the time to watch my video. And you have heard all about our 3 policy alternatives. Attached is the matrix tool that you can use to rate the likelihood that these policy alternatives would be effective in increasing family self-sufficiency. I will be available via email, Skype, or FaceTime for questions and comments. And if you'd like to schedule an appointment to meet with me, you can simply send me an email with the date and time that's convenient for you, and I'll rearrange my schedule. And I just really want to thank you for taking the time to watch our video. I hope it was a little more entertaining than a 20-page paper. And again, I really want to thank you for the work that you do in our community. A hui hou.